Kids are back at school, and for some, kind of a struggle to stay active, especially as the weather gets colder, for sure. Alexandra May from Rhyme and Reason. She's joining us now with some of her best active play activities. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me, Scott.
First, before we get into some of the activities, when you say active play, is that something different than just play? Because when I grew up, it was like just go play, but now it's active play. So is that different?
It's not different.
Okay.
Active play is any activity that really gets our kids huffing and puffing. But nowadays, there's a fear that kids are becoming so sedentary that we feel like we need some developmental terms to really get people out and moving.
So it's not enough to say go play?
No, it's not. And it has to be activities that gets our heart rates up and that gets our energy bursts used. And
what age bracket are you talking about here?
Well, most physicians recommend 1 to 3 hours of active play every day for kids, babies, toddlers, preschoolers, all the way up. So we need that huffing and puffing at every age.
Okay, well, we don't have enough time to get into the struggles of why kids don't play the same way as they used to. So what is the deal? What kind of activities do you suggest? Things that people can do, maybe especially because it's cold, you know, it's minus 20.
I know.
Maybe don't chuck the kid out there.
Hate to acknowledge that you have to start bundling them up and you can't just throw them in the backyard, but I've got some good activities for inside, one of which is number jump. It's one of my favorites. Essentially, all you do is use some painter's tape to just tape a number on the floor. You can use anywhere, any numbers that you need to. Make big versions of them all over your house and have your kids run to the numbers. You can sing a song like the Ants Go Marching One by One or Alice the Camel and have the kids feel the numbers with their whole bodies, move around the house touching the numbers.
Kind of like a Twister.
Yeah, that's right. But this one helps with numeracy and numeral awareness, so it's got that extra twist to it.
Very cool. What other ideas have you got?
Also got freeze dance. That's a perennial favorite. Put your kids' favorite songs on or your favorite songs because it's important for you to model this behavior. Just dance like a maniac for as long as the song is on, and then as soon as you pause it, you freeze. You keep that going. This is really great for developing our emotional maturity and our locomotor skills. When we're anticipating something really fun and exciting happening, like the freezing or unfreezing, our kids get so excited. They just tense up all their core muscles and they're just jacked about things. But it is important for them to learn to control that emotional behavior, and so that's a good skill for that.
Do you think there's a misconception that you need a lot of space for people who live in condos, or you just don't have a big backyard? But you don't need a lot of space.
You don't need a lot of space. I mean, doing jumping jacks or running on the spot doesn't require space at all. It's just any activity like kind of cardio that gets us going.
Do we still do duck, duck, goose? Does that still exist?
For a lot of people it does. But that does require a lot of kids, and if you don't have a group of children and it's just you and your child or you and a couple of children, it's good to do that one-on-one play. Other games like Animal Jump or Animal Alphabet are a great one. You pick an animal and you do every letter in the alphabet. So A is for alligator. You snap like an alligator. You get your arms going like this.
So you do something physical throughout the whole alphabet. That's a good one.
Extra points if you can match the letter of the alphabet with the action as well. So caterpillars also crunch. And crunching is a really good activity. And this uses our kids' background knowledge and all sorts of narrative skills to get
imagination, for sure.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much for taking the time
You're
today.
welcome.
Great stuff. To learn more about Rhyme and Reason, you can check under links in the news on our website. You can pick up a free copy of Calgary's Child magazine or read it online at calgaryschild.com. Much more still ahead.